just came home from the store, and it looks like my husband is deceased.
Okay.
I have an 11-year-old child here. Should I take him somewhere?
We'll have somebody come over there.
Okay.
Right away. Okay. Had he been ailing or?
No. He got a letter from the Internal Revenue Service the other day wanting $17,000, and then the following day he got a letter from some collection company wanting $16,000, and tomorrow they're supposed to sell our home at sheriff's auction. We had an argument yesterday.
Okay.
And
how close did you get to him just now? I mean, does it look like he's done something to himself, or?
He has plastic wrap, it looks like, on his head, and there's a roll laying on the floor.
He's rolling on the floor?
No.
Oh, there's a roll of it on the floor?
There's a roll of it on the floor. It looks like it came out of the kitchen.
Okay.
And he left a one-line note.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Have you touched him or anything like that? Does he feel?
I touched his leg. He feels cold.
Cold to the touch. Okay.
It looks like there's blood coming out of his mouth or something. He's facing the back of the sofa, so I can't tell.
When was the last time you saw him alive?
I was watching TV, and I think he got up to go to the bathroom, maybe 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock in the morning?
2 o'clock in the morning, yeah.
Okay. Okay. You say there's a child there with you?
Yes. My son is 11.
Son's 11. Where's he at?
He's in the front room.
Okay. All right. We'll have officers there shortly. Don't disturb anything, and they'll let you know. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
A parent's love for their child will make people do crazy things. We've heard stories of lifting cars up off kids or stopping a rolling vehicle with just their body weight to act as a stopper. However, how far would be too far to provide for your kid? The police department of Avon Lake would have to figure that out. What followed was an intense 3-year-long investigation that ended in a way nobody suspected. When a strange call came into 911 in August 2011, Avon Lake Police Department was the responding agency. The call gave them pause from the jump when a woman calmly spoke about finding her husband, Michael Gable, deceased in their home after returning home from the store with their child. The cops arrived to find a woman who was in the process of making arrangements for her child and seemed eerily calm for a spouse who just found their husband dead. In fact, things seemed too tidy. When the detective made it to the residence, Harrington immediately launched into a story about how they had saw each other at 2 a.m. after they had an argument over the sale of the house. Harrington continued to dive into her marital woes until finally the detective had to break away to go find the body. The detective was shocked to find that it wasn't in the bedroom where you would expect, but instead down in the den. By him sat a roll of saran wrap and a letter that had been tri-folded that indicated he took his life to provide for his family. The detectives didn't like the story that Harrington was giving them, considering suffocating yourself with plastic is a rare thing. Plus, other pieces didn't add up. For example, a toxicology screening showed large amounts of Benadryl in his system, and even with Benadryl, it was unlikely that he would have been able to avoid trying to scratch the plastic off his face on instinct. Acquaintances also came forward stating that Harrington wasn't shy about her contempt for her husband due to his gambling habits putting them into massive debt. 2 of those people said that she referred to him as the idiot brain, along with mentioning seeing a show where a woman suffocated her husband by sitting on him and making jokes that she would put saran wrap on him first. Follow that up by Harrington telling police that he had several life insurance policies, and finally, calling a loan officer that was pursuing a foreclosure on their home to have them stop the proceedings due to Michael committing suicide. All of it sent up red flags. To delve deeper, investigators pulled her bank records and looked at her spending habits, noticing an increase in spending and overdraft fees once her husband died, meaning that Harrington was creating the debt for herself. Just to cover all bases, detectives also uncovered a $100,000 life insurance policy Harrington took over in 2007, a rare DNA type matching Harrington's on the suicide note, examples of suicide letters either looked at by Michael or Harrington, discrepancy in writing styles, and a long list of witnesses that knew of the trouble within the marriage, but never felt he would commit suicide. During interviews with officers, Harrington admitted to having physical fights, but claimed originally that she never fought back. Then it changed to they argued, and she used a stun gun over 20 times on Michael to subdue him. Several officers even admitted to making calls for domestic incidents in the past. Due to all the circumstantial evidence obtained, the grand jury offered an indictment, and Harrington was set to be tried. The prosecution brought forth that Harrington had used a stun gun to subdue Michael after dosing him with Benadryl. Then she proceeded to strike him in the head with a blunt object and covered his face with saran wrap. At the trial, a jury convicted her on murder charges.